Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Right away, they'll change the look. Bennett throwing right out of the gate here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Bennett here out of the shotgun. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Vikings had 8 and 5 to start play. But they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have the home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now it's 2nd and 10. Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. On the move to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett. He gets it to Addison. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Looking to throw here, Bennett. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 Timber will put it.
Back to the air yet again, Bennett. Pass complete to Addison. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Bennett now off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown. Jefferson. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. But he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Well, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Off play action. Here's Bennett. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Come on.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third down, Bennett to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And they... here on the second drive, and of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now for the PAT, here's Johnson. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Taken at the goal line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
In motion right is Brown. And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First down, Eagles. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Back to throw, Bennett. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Chandler. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Hurts. And he finds Austin complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the gun, here's Swift. Down to about the 32. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Go Silver, ready?
They go play action with Hurts. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding...
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Lewis Cine.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Bennett now to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. 31 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now 3rd down and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Bennett now. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are pouring it on. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And Hurts going to move him around. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Smith catches left side. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They hand off to their big tight end. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Swift is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. That's It's caught. It's Austin left side. And he's going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. Austin is there and brings in another one. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From near his own goal line, here's Bennett. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
18, pioneer. Go.
To throw is Bennett. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Come on. Hey. 18,
Bennett will look to throw. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun, here's Bennett. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Johnson for the extra point try. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First down, and they go with Swift again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had
time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Tag! Tracking 18!
Bennett now off play action. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now for the PAT, here's Johnson. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. Now first and 10 at the 11. Off play action, here's Bennett. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to the play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This is Swift on the counter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Swift going to try up the middle. And some solid footwork there as